Alright, hey everyone, welcome to another video on the Corsair. So I guess this is becoming more of a main project now rather than a side project. But yeah, so today I wanted to work on my Gollux rings in terms of scrolling them with advanced Gollux scrolls and then cubing them afterwards. So this is working on the Superior Gollux earrings, Superior Gollux ring, reinforced ring, and solid ring. Those three rings will pretty much be my main ones, and I plan on making a Meister ring for the Corsair as well. I'm just planning on going all out with it so that I have all the gear that I need to make it do what I need it to do. And yeah, so this is the first video that I put out since hitting 275 on the Xenon. So honestly, for the past couple of days, I've been taking it pretty easy in terms of Maple stuff. I've started working on some Legion characters, but all I'm doing is doing a Zachem run and a Hauntel run on each character. I'm working on a Kaiser and a Battle Mage and a Dual Blade, which I job changed to a Night Lord because I just feel more comfortable playing the Night Lord than the Dual Blade, personally, just out of taste. And yeah, so it's nice not having to do the 3 hours worth of training that I was doing each day. It was starting to, I don't know, I guess it was just starting to wear me down a bit in terms of just doing the same thing over and over and over. So honestly, I've just been spending time on a few other games in my back catalogue. So yeah, I'm playing through Let's Go Pikachu again because I just felt like playing through that because it's been a year and a bit since I last played it, I think. And yeah, then I've been playing Stardew Valley as well. So I did play it last year with my girlfriend, and then we stopped playing it on the PlayStation, and then I saw that it was $15 on the eShop for the Nintendo Switch, so I bought a copy, and it turns out it works on both Switches that I have. So she's got a copy, I've got a copy, and we've just been playing that separately. So it's a nice little distraction, just to, yeah, it's very lighthearted, and you can just really get into the zone of just farming things over and over, which has been a little bit slow of pace, so it's been nice. So as you can see, how I'm going pretty well. I'm actually surprised with how successfully I'm scrolling these things. I know I'm working with 60%, so it's not as bad as it is when it comes to doing the Sierra gear with the 30% traces, which I think I'm just on the cusp of finishing. Actually, I think I've just got my Vellum helm to go, and then I'm done with that. So the gear's actually coming together quite nicely. So while I say that I've just been working on my Legion mules, I've also been working on the Corsair. So I did go through and do I have name changed it, so I'll talk about the name that I've changed it to. I'm actually pretty happy with how that looks. And yeah, so LowFat's gone. I just got rid of that because it's no longer really relevant to what I'm doing, and I figure any character that I go into play, if I play the Jet, I'll probably change High Fat to something else, something Erasers related, I guess. And yeah, so the name of the Corsair is Eraser, so it's ERASAIR, so pretty much actually the same length as Corsair. It's 7 letters, and it looks really good. So I'm happy with that, and I've played around on it a bit. I've been doing some Monster Park runs, and I did my Vanishing Journey and Choo Choo Island pre-quests, so I'm able to have those symbols. I transferred over some symbols that I'd already prepared on the Xenon, so I've got, I think, level 18 Choo Choo and level, I want to say 15 or 16 Vanishing Journey. So I'm not going to be working on them at the moment. I'll get to the point where I'll have done, as I level it up, I'll go through and do all of them, and I'll move the symbols across, and then I'll work on them, because I don't see the point in doing the amount of quests that it charges you to do when you haven't done the whole storyline. It's a bit time consuming. So since I'm doing it on one character, I don't really feel like doing it on 2 each day, because that's a bit boring. But in terms of how the Corsair's playing, I'm quite surprised with how I've taken to it. I did state a week or two ago that I was a bit worried about how summon heavy the class was, but I actually quite enjoy how the class plays. It's very very well. Yeah, the summons are there, but I'm quite happy with how it moves around. The only thing I haven't done is I haven't moved my frenzy totem over because I haven't started training it properly yet. I will get around to doing that, but even I'm just surprised how much experience it gets from Monster Park. It's quite funny seeing a character get 3 or 4% each run compared to the 0.01% that I was getting on the Xenon. So it's just a completely different experience to what I've been through before, because I've never actually taken a character to 250 since the 275 cap came into play. So I think my whole experience with it will be very different to my first 250, which is quite encouraging, because I was thinking about it right when I hit 275. I was like, oh, I really don't feel like going and doing a 250 right now. I want to take a little bit of a break, which, you know, burnout does happen. I'm not saying that I'm completely burnt out, but I'm wanting to just pause for a minute, I guess, and just just be happy with what I've achieved, and then come back to it when I'm feeling very fresh. So like, I don't mind doing the 3 Legion characters, because honestly I think it's about 10 minutes per character where I'm just moving around. So yeah, that's barely anything, and I'm getting about 1 to 2 levels per character at the moment. So that's just ticking the Legion thing along nicely, and then I've picked out a few specific days that I want to do actual training of the Legion characters too. So that'll come in handy doing that. And so we're just finishing off the rings here, and then we'll get on to the cubing. So I'm trying to work out what the best method is. I think what I'm going to do is set up the cube crafting on the new Corsair so that I can actually equip these items without having to worry about the stats on them, because I will get around to using red cubes and black cubes on them. I just don't have a set form of income yet on the character since I've stopped training, because that was my main source of meso. So I need to get back into doing it, obviously, and just start making money again. But yeah, so it's something that I think I just want to do that, because then regardless of what happens with cubing these items, I can just move it across and equip them, because having those things there, it's still a damage increase, because I don't have any rings at the moment that the thing's wearing. So doing that is better than having nothing. Even if they're still at epic, I can still use them and then work on them slowly. So there's no harm in just sitting on that character and making cubes and going along, and then just leaving this character alone, because I'm not really requiring it anymore. All I do on it is GP cap every day, so I'm having to do that twice a day now, which it's another couple of minutes each day to do, which isn't too bad. And so look, I think I'm just about over Master Craftsman cubes as well. It might just be good for doing Legion character gear, but in terms of I'm getting a bit sick of I'm not sure what's up with the tier ratio, because I seem to be having a lot more success with stuff that isn't as important. So like with I go through and make some Legion gear every so often, in terms of if I'm making a new class where I haven't got those penciler equipped set up, like I'll go through making something, and just the tier rates that I'll get, it's amazing how when something's not important to you, it just does whatever it really feels like, and goes on its way and gives you something really good. So of all the occult cubes and stuff, especially going from red epic, it's the occult cubes have been tearing up pretty quickly for me, which is weird. So we'll just I'll show you what the character looks like with its new IGN and all of that. It's a bit sad to move away from LowFat, but I felt like it was really bugging me having a character that didn't have a correct spelling in the name. Like, I know that I've pretty much made up a word for the new IGN, but having the 2 V's instead of the W was really bugging me. We'll jump onto that, and I'll show you what it looks like, and then we'll wrap this one up, because we are out of cubes. Alright, so here is the LowFat Corsair. So as you can see here, it has the new name, so I think it looks pretty good. I had an ink and wash label ring available, so I figure I've already got the candy label ring on the Xenon, so I'd use this one on the Corsair. But yeah, I think the IGN looks pretty cool. It really suits the class. Like obviously it'd stick out a bit if it wasn't a Corsair, and I'll be in trouble if they come out with a 6th job where they name it something else, but then I can always name change it again. So yeah, so we'll see a bit more of this character as we go along, and yeah, looking forward to it. Alright, thanks for watching this video, guys, and we'll be back next time with maybe some more gear, or I might do my 275 discussion video up next. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.